Tried a through ball. Nice through ball. Taking a chance there. It's in! There goes the ball. Losing possession. Through ball. Fails to keep the ball. Square pass. Square pass. Chance in the box. Oh, so close. Long pass. Opening phase of the game complete. Promising signs from both sides. A powerful effort, but just lacking accuracy. Keeping possession nicely. Seeking out a passing lane. Good play, one-on-one. Threaded through. Through ball. Nice ball in. And off the top of the crossbar. Away from immediate danger. Through ball. Proving unstoppable today. Again. Fails to keep the ball. Beautiful through ball. Heavy shot. Crashes against the post. Trying to find the target man. Square pass. It's in! Plenty of power on that. Didn't miss by very much. Sending it deep. Beautiful footwork. Losing possession. Through ball. Rattles the post. Heavy shot. He scored! There goes the ball. Fails to keep the ball. Through ball. Face to face with the goalkeeper. So we'll restart with that throw-in. Reads the play beautifully. Good ball movement and a decent position here. And that the first half comes to an end. Second half has commenced. Losing possession. Beautiful footwork. Fails to keep the ball. Losing possession. It's in! Plenty of power on that. Goal! Again! Good play, one-on-one. Fails to keep the ball. A through ball attempt. Losing possession. Knocks it towards to the front. ball. Seeking out a passing lane. Reads the play beautifully. What a perfect hat-trick. Again. Losing possession. Keeping possession. Carrying the ball forward. Nice block. Reads the play beautifully. Good play, one-on-one. Well-timed tackle. Offside. The linesman raised his flag. Taking the free kick. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Nice through ball. Losing possession. Fails to keep the ball. Threaded through. Fails to keep the ball. Glorious goal! There goes the ball. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Carrying the ball forward. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Fails to keep the ball. Beautiful through ball. Knocks it towards to the front. That's a perfect goal! Subs getting ready. Again. Fails to keep the ball. Through ball. It's in. Plenty of power on that. Goal. Substitution it is. There goes the ball. No more time, the referee says, and that will do. The first half is underway here. Losing possession. Strikes in from distance. What brilliant anticipation from the goalkeeper. Good play, one-on-one. Fails to keep the ball. Losing possession. Fails to keep the ball. Through ball. Losing possession. Opening quarter of an hour complete. Teams looking to establish control. Good play, one-on-one. That was an amazing save. Tactically quite clear what they're doing, trying to get right on top of their opponents. Threaded through. Losing possession. Carrying the ball forward. Fails to keep the ball. An opportunity. Goal! Again. Losing possession. Beautiful through ball. Good play, one-on-one. Losing possession. able to get in behind the defence. Nice through ball. Through ball. Golden opportunity. Threaded through. Sensational stop from the keeper. Keeping possession nicely. Looking for options. Losing possession. Denied by the keeper. Impressive. An entertaining first half. Both teams were quite aggressive in the game. Second half is finally starting. A through ball attempt. Beautiful through ball. Great opportunity for a great player, but not a great finish. Restart from the goalkeeper. Square pass. Tried a through ball. Great anticipation there. The goalkeeper has done exceptionally well. Excellent vision. Good forward play from them. Might really be able to trouble them here. Again. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Threaded through. Nice block. Firing from the corner. Throw in here. So we'll restart with that throw in. Fails to keep the ball. Good play, one-on-one. Carrying the ball forward. A through ball attempt. Will they find the net? Oh, brilliant goalkeeping. Good play, one-on-one. Fails to keep the ball. It's in! Plenty of power on that. A great save. Real class. Losing possession. Heavy shot. What a stunning display of finishing. They've decided that now is the time for him to go to the bench. Good play, one-on-one. Nice through ball. Fails to keep the ball. Chance! Goal! It's a substitution. Again! Losing possession. Fails to keep the ball. Nice through ball. Goalkeeper relatively untroubled. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Tried a through ball. Losing possession. Referee has blown the whistle and we have a final score. There's the whistle. Threaded through. Good play, one-on-one. Carrying the ball forward. Nice through ball. Losing possession. Fails to keep the ball. Losing possession. Fails to keep the ball. through. Losing possession. Quarter of the half gone. Both teams showing positive intent. Nice defence. Fails to keep the ball. It's in! Plenty of power on that. That's goalkeeping masterclass. Into open space. Clear sight of goal. Breaking free. Strikes it in the box. What an amazing save. The keeper just saved the team. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Good play, one-on-one. Oh, good save. Looking to find space. It's the moment. Yes, it is. The score is now 0-1. There goes the ball. Through ball. Nice through ball. Heavy shot. Score! Again. Carrying the ball forward. Through ball. It's in! Plenty of power on that. It's a real challenge for the keeper. Good play, one-on-one. Carrying the ball forward. Tried a through ball. Nice one. Through ball. Good play, one-on-one. The first half is over. We are looking forward to an even better. So the second half is underway now. Through ball. Losing possession. Nice block. Nice through ball. Goal kick. Trying to find the target man. A very timely interception. Losing possession. Threaded through. Fails to keep the ball. Beautiful through ball. It's in! Plenty of power on that. Off the post. Two-thirds through, players showing signs of fatigue. A through ball attempt. Through ball. Fails to keep the ball. The score is now 2-1. Through ball. Tried a through ball. Wonderfully weighted pass. Knocks it towards to the front. Fails to keep the ball. Good clearance. Oh, good save. Losing possession. Fails to keep the ball. They are making a change. So we'll restart with that throw-in. Might be able to get in behind the defence. defence. Good play, one-on-one. Threaded through. Nice through ball. This might be the moment to go ahead.